Alright, this is another video from StrayBlogger.com, and we're going to go over some email marketing tips, how you can use targeted email marketing in your business to further increase everything from your traffic to your opt-in rates to ultimately your profits. That's what email marketing is about. Okay, now besides creating great content and just your website in general, email marketing is the highest leverage activity that you can spend time on. There are so many reasons and so many factors as to why you should be spending a lot of time figuring out how to get good at email marketing, increasing your subscribers, and then increasing the amount of promotions you send to your list, as well as obviously the conversion rate that you get from your list, or that you get from those promotions. So one thing to realize here is that no matter what tip or technique or loophole the gurus are telling you about every day, as we all know, there's just an endless amount of new shiny objects that come out every day about things that are supposedly just going to skyrocket your profits overnight. One thing to notice if you step back is that no one would ever hear about any of these things if they didn't have access to their autoresponder, or that is, if the marketer didn't have access to their autoresponder. And so the common denominator of any effective online campaign or promotion starts with email marketing. It is, pretty much always has been, and always will be going forward, the most high leverage marketing activity, or I guess marketing medium, that there is. So email marketing is really what you should focus most of your, I guess, traffic generation activities on. So if you're not doing any email marketing yet, you need to start ASAP. So in this video, I'm just going to go over some of my best email marketing tips. First of all, the very first step is to actually put up an opt-in form. No matter what kind of sites you have or what excuses you have, you can't get any opt-ins until you've put up an opt-in form. So at least just to get started and get it up there, just put up a simple opt-in form that says, enter your email address to get free updates. I mean, that's the most basic thing you can do. So before you worry about putting together a freebie or anything like that, the most basic thing you can do to get started today is just to put up a form. So it's super simple to do. The next thing, to get more opt-ins and increase the amount of people that are going to opt into your form and into your list, is to create a freebie. This can be, the idea of a freebie is some free download or a video or something of value that a visitor would enter their email address to get access to, in exchange for opting into your list. This can be as easy as a one-page cheat sheet. You can just make a one-page PDF that collects or that organizes some of the best information on what they're interested in learning about, or the main reason they'd be visiting your site in the first place. The next thing is to not worry about names. You'll get more opt-ins if you just ask for an email address and no other details. The less information somebody has to type in, the more people are going to fill out the form, which will just be their email address. So don't worry about collecting names. The next thing you want to do is leverage your most popular pages. You can put an in-body opt-in form on your most visited pages. And those will usually be the pages that are linked to in your main navigation on your site, as well as you can check in your Google Analytics and see what pages get the most traffic, and just make sure you have an opt-in form in the body of those pages. And obviously at the top of those pages is the best place for that opt-in form. The next thing is to load your autoresponder. What you want to do is take your best content and put it into a sequence of autoresponder messages that each subscriber will receive over time. And this will just steadily increase traffic to your site, and therefore profits and the important statistics of your site that Google is always monitoring, when it takes into account those things to rank sites. So it all helps. The next thing is to send story offer emails. You can take a regular promotion whereas before you would just give a basic description. Usually people will just take what they find on the vendor site anyways and put that in their email, which is obviously pretty boring. Take a regular promotion email and make it something at least interesting, that's engaging as much as it can be. You can use a short story or a clever or a humorous description. So just learning how to do that is a skill in itself. The next thing is to send promotions. You can't be afraid to send promotions if you're going to go to the trouble of building a list in the first place. So one basic thing you can do, or I guess a goal you can set for yourself, is to find at least one relevant offer per week and send it to your list. The next thing is to segment your list. If you can learn how to segment your list, you'll further increase your conversions and profits. And the idea of segmenting is, say you had a fitness list and you sent out an offer or an email with a title about building muscle and then a different email about losing stomach fat. The people that open those two emails, you can segment those people and then name the segment like interested in muscle building or interested in losing stomach fat. And then you can send more highly relevant offers to those segments of the one list. And that's a more advanced technique that you can get into once you start getting, a few hundred people on your list. So those are some really good tips for you to start on with your email marketing techniques. The bottom line is you need to get started as soon as possible if you aren't list building yet. And for more tips and tutorials like this on other marketing topics, you can visit my blog at strayblogger.com.